I mean, you have to be understanding. If this is damaging your partner in some way and you see all of the effort that they putting in trying to build a relationship with your child and that is not working out due to other, outside people, or even maybe the child don't want to connect, that's okay too. Like, I think that people should just be at peace instead of trying to force different relationships.
Right.
You know? Forcing it don't help it. You can't force somebody to like you or love you. Like, I'm not in this negative space over a child that is not biologically mine. You want to take on that role, but maybe you are, as a step parent, overstepping that. You don't have to go into it as like you're the biological parent. But some people go into it like that because they want the child to feel welcome. Right. They want to show their best and put their best foot forward. And then it becomes like, oh, they're overdoing it, so just step back.
Allen&Eve here to help you believe
that marriage is not a game.
Talk to him, girl. What up, though, everybody? Welcome to the Allen&Eve podcast. Here we go, y'all. With my beautiful wife, man. I love you.
I love you.
I love you
so
much.
I appreciate it.
Before I get started, to our current reoccurring listeners.
Reoccurring?
Yeah. Reoccurring listeners, have you noticed that my face is shaved? I made a mistake. Well, cutting my hair, I made a mistake. I'm cutting my beard off. My wife.
You feel like you owe them an explanation for that, or?
Somewhat, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, you could switch up.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody told. Look, hey.
They might say, what's going on with Al over there?
For some reason, I'll be the one be getting blamed.
Nah, right.
Yeah,
Sometimes I do right. Sometimes I do have.
He got stressed out. She made his beard hair fall out. Come on, y'all.
But my wife hates me cutting my beard. Sometimes I just feel like switching it up.
Hate is a strong word. I don't
dislike.
know about that. I wouldn't say dislike. I just prefer. I would say prefer a beard. Yeah, I wouldn't say hate and like no.
Change it up a little bit, little dazzle on it.
I was
might look like I'm 12.
To file some papers because I felt some type of way about the beard. That was like an agreement between us. Okay.
Right. But we're getting starting on the blended family type of thing. Step parent dilemma. No.
Well, can I
go ahead?
I just want to explain to them why we always talking about blended families, because we want more people to be aware. It's not that we are against blended families. We are a blended family ourselves, but we do want to make other people aware who are, maybe single or thinking about getting into a blended family, possibilities, and just having a conversation of what may or may not happen. Mm-hmm. We're not saying this is a guarantee that this is going to happen to you. Beware, but this is something that is a possibility that could happen, because we all go into it thinking that everything is going to be roses and peaches and butterflies and rainbows and nothing is going to happen. Everything is going to work out. And then you set yourself up for disappointment when things start arising within the blended family dynamic that nobody ever talked about or even considered. So that's why we talk about it.
Right. So this video is about emotion positions step parents are put in. If you are trying to love, guide, and build a relationship with the child that's not yours, that's your stepchild, it can be seen like you're overstepping. But if you pull back and leave more space for the biological parent, it can look like rejection or favoritism.
Right.
So many step parents are forced to make a painful choice in blended family. Either step forward or step back. This is what this video is about. Two choices when you being a step parent. My wife is a step parent. I'm a step parent. My wife's step parent is different than my experience.
Different. Oh, it's definitely different because one had to step up and one had to step back. So I'm just saying it's not pleasant,
So this is our step parent video we're talking about.
Yes.
A lot of people, or some people, and I said some people might not agree with this video.
And
y'all
that's
might
okay.
It's okay. Y'all might have a different experience than we have.
But that don't mean we're not going to talk about our experience or want other people. I don't know why people and I'm okay with people disagreeing with us because they have a pleasant experience. But what about all of these other people out here that their experience is not pleasant and nobody wants to talk about this? So we're happy for you that is not your experience. We don't want anyone to experience this. This is why we talk about it.
Right. So, of course, step parents reunite. If you got a similar story or something going on, just leave it in the comments. Let us know. We would like to hear it.
All right, but let's get into the video.
Right.
You
can go ahead. You can go first.
Which one do you want? Okay, I'll talk about. Sometimes it can appear that when you treat your stepchild like your own children, that may appear like you're overstepping. They're trying to be the biological parent, The other biological parent that's outside the house want to have full control, and they feel uncomfortable with somebody calling, their child calling somebody mom or dad. And you could respect that to a certain extent, but if it doesn't work for your household, then, that other biological parent just gonna have to feel how they feel.
Right.
In our situation, I didn't really too much care. Like, I didn't care what she called me. We did try. I think she began to call me mom because of the other kids. You know what I mean? It was just a natural thing. And then outside of the house, people was telling her I'm, other things that somehow caused some confusion in the 6-year-old, 7-year-old. I doubt that she was confused, but people was sowing confusion there. So, and it was fine. Like, when she bring that back here and she would said that she was confused, I'm just like, just call me, I don't want to say call me whatever, but she had came up with a nickname for me, know. So in those situations, it's almost like, okay, are you stepping up or are you stepping back from the situation? In that situation, when it started going down that road where it's always constantly something wrong with what you're doing as a step parent, you're overstepping your boundaries, or somebody else outside the house feel uncomfortable about something. I think it is for that person's mental health best to step back, because you're so focused on, and it is a sad place to be, but at the same time, if you have your own children, you're taking the focus off of your children, and maybe they doing good in school, maybe it's something to celebrate with them, but you too busy focus on the negativity of this step parent situation. You know what I mean? So, and it's not healthy for people mentally at times. So if that's the case, if you're being affected mentally, I would suggest just stepping back, and that's okay. It doesn't take away love. It doesn't, because either way, somebody might feel some type of way. If you continue to move forward, they like overstepping boundary, and it's gonna always maybe constantly be an issue.
Right, because you don't want to keep fighting against.
No, because
what's obvious. What the obvious is going on.
Yeah.
People don't want your opinion. They don't want you involved in this area. So it's best for you step parents out there experience this. Just step back. Let it flow and let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's okay to step back. It's okay to step back, but in that step back, it's going to appear a certain type of way. So you're stepping back, and then somebody is gonna say you treating it. Now they treating them differently. But all you did was step back and focus on your own children.
Right.
You're not treating nobody differently. But it's not much, because it's almost like you limited to what you could do and say. So somebody might not want to do or say anything at that point. It's either you all in, because who want to be halfway in, halfway out, walking on eggshells about what they can and cannot say? How can you live that way?
Right.
But in what situation would you say step up? Or, move forward, step forward?
Before I answer, I just want to say that, of course, this is clearly for the people who have, both parties have children, because, the next thing is when you step back and focus on your own children, that could be an issue.
Yeah.
But just want to make that clear so people understand. This video is talking about the both parties having children. Just want to clear the air. Sometimes I forget to say things in the video, and it might seem something else we're talking about. But I'm sorry. Ask me a question again.
No, so I can just say, like, for you, it was more so to move forward, to step forward, because we didn't really have too many issues on my end.
Right.
With you and my children's relationship. Like, you all have an amazing relationship. if our whole dynamic was like that, I would be so for a blended family. Like, yeah, I would be just like those people in the comments, like, I disagree with this. How can you say this about a blended family? This is so terrible, But reality is there's so many people out there that are in a situation where maybe if you feel like you have to fight. I have to fight for this child. I have to be in a relationship. I have to show them that I care about them. I want to make them feel welcome. And I understand that feeling. I understand that you're trying to fight for your dynamic. But if you've never taken a step back, try that. Just take little baby steps back. It's not you taking away love from the child or something like that. When you have that mindset, of course, you wouldn't want to step back. But it may be healthy to step back in those situations if it's causing more drama, confusion, and division.
Well, only time I would say step forward, of course, if you're, if you came in the relationship and it seems like, maybe your partner said it seems like you're showing favoritism or something like that, maybe, and the child is welcoming you in, maybe, step a little forward. Take it baby steps. I know maybe, because sometimes people have past relationship and they're like, I did that, it didn't work. Maybe try this a little bit of baby steps, 1 inch at a time, and see what happens. But to the outside world, when you do that step back in the beginning, just off the jump, it might look like, okay, favoritism. And sometimes people in the outside world, they could just say whatever.
I was going to say, either way. Either way,
stepping back. But if your partner, all I'm saying is the partner...
Stepping back or stepping forward is
I might have a conversation. Right. Yeah. If your partner say, hey, maybe not bring up like, hey, you showing favoritism. Like, hey, let's get involved. Let's do something together. Like, I would never like try to come to you like accuse you like, it's favoritism or something. Because once you accuse somebody, they get defensive. It's like that's not the right thing to go about. Just start involving and like, hey, let's go hang out, do this, do that, something like that. But sometimes people get hurt with the whole idea of blended families that they're like, as soon as I get in a relationship again, I'm not getting involved with this child at all. I'm not going to know the baby mama. I'm not going to know child like that. We ain't never going to have a relationship because I see where this can go. Like they could just mess things up. So yeah,
and people just need to be aware that you may not have that close relationship with your stepchild as you want. Right. Because of outside people or the other biological family or whatever is going on the outside world, the outside entity that have they say so, and then it's not always them. Maybe the child is wish-washy, right. Saying one thing to you, saying another thing to them. That can happen. And so the biological parent, like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And then they coming back making it seem like something totally different. And now it's confusion because kiddish games or whatever's going on with that child, why they going back and forth like that, which is unfortunately the parents don't talk, so now nobody really know what's going on. They just depending on the word from the child, which doesn't work out.
Right. But if you're in this situation as a step parent, I think have a better understanding with your partner what to do. Right. Or explain to them, let them know what's going on. Hey, I feel like I'm going to just step back. Or I feel like I should I get involved with your child more.
But what do you do when they feel like you don't need to? Like if somebody say, I want to step back and somebody else got a problem with that, like, I don't want you to step back. What you stepping back for? Like, and it's conflict now in the marriage because they don't understand why you stepping forward or stepping back and they're not respecting that's what you want to do. What do you do then?
You have multiple choices, but to start with the first choice is bring up evidence that you have that this happened. Now, if they can't see the evidence, then you be like, for my mental state.
Now you start recording stuff like, you see this? You see this?
You see this? I told you. See what happened? See how she pushed me away? I told you that what happened. And it's just like, we have to be on the same page, so we have to figure out how to communicate, how to get along, and how to understand. Or just let somebody know, for my mental state, I can't do it like that. I can't be around your child without feeling numb or something, without going to depressive state.
The reason why why I'm laughing is because I'm thinking about what that guy said when he said, "Put on the whole armor of God." It's like you just take that abuse. You take whatever you're going through, whatever mental problems you're going through in this situation. Just keep like just keep taking it. It's like I don't think
get in there. Like,
when he said that, that was hilarious. Sorry.
That was, I don't know how to say ignorant. Let's go with ignorant. Okay. Ignorant-ish. But yeah, y'all need to have definitely conversations about everything, anything, every little thing you feel. Just have a conversation with your spouse. Don't just take it and be like, maybe I'm tripping. It's not that big of a deal. Just, you don't know what your partner might say.
And don't just talk about it when y'all drink or something. Like when y'all have a little drink and now you crying, talking about stuff that now your spouse over there depressed with your conversation. It is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Or when y'all get into arguments.
Okay.
When y'all disagree, about to have a whole blown fight, now you want to bring up, this is why I'm stepping away from your child or don't want to be near your child because that's the wrong time. Totally. Right, the wrong time to bring
because you're speaking out of anger from that point. Right. Anger, frustration, or wherever you are, that is totally inappropriate.
Yeah. So as a step parent, like I said before, you have these two choices that you have to think about. Some of y'all might think of other options or choices or whatever.
Yeah, tell me another option.
But these are the main choices. This is the main.
If somebody got some other advice or some other step or option, please put it down in the comments. Comment it. What did you do? If you did something differently, let us know. We need to be a community. We a community of blended families, and let's put it out there. I don't know why everybody likes to hide their situation. Right. Everything. Look at this blended family. We all doing good here. In reality, it's not all good. Right. But everybody likes to play that role.
And again, it's hot in here, but
take your jacket off.
It's hot in there, Lord. Right. So, we definitely just need to be aware as a. Thank you. As aware as a.
Oh, the other is on too.
Yeah. Okay. All these different heat blasting in here. I like my jacket on. Look cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn it back on. The moment I start feeling a little breeze. Go ahead.
Definitely have know your partner too, because you don't want to start thinking that your partner is even showing favoritism. Right. That could put a damper in your relationship as well, that you're looking at your partner sideways for even stepping back.
Oh, well.
In that position, stepping back or stepping forward.
You're not the one in the position. Right. You have to be understanding. If this is damaging your partner in some way and you see all of their effort that they putting in trying to build a relationship with your child and that is not working out due to other, outside people, or even maybe the child don't want to connect. That's okay too. Like, I think that people should just be at peace instead of trying to force different relationships.
Right.
No,
right. No.
Forcing it don't help it. You can't force somebody to like you or love you.
No, you can't. But just being understanding about this whole situation.
Right.
Especially you hearing your partner breaking down and confessing to you about the whole situation.
Right.
I'm not out to be mean to your child, but I see certain things that doesn't seem right to me.
Very questionable.
That too, right. Questionable. Like, And I think it's safe for, like, hey, you might feel bad about stepping back.
For a moment, you might,
right.
Will.
You might feel,
But then when you start focusing on your own children, you're like, this feels a lot better. Like, right. I'm not in this negative space over a child that is not biologically mine. You want to take on that role, but maybe you are, as a step parent, overstepping that. Maybe, you don't have to go into it as like you're the biological parent. But some people go into it like that because they want the child to feel welcome.
Right.
They want to show their best and put their best foot forward. And then it becomes like, oh, they're overdoing it, so just step back.
Right. So, because some kids might be hurt by the divorce or hurt by the split, and they got a hidden agenda. And you just in the crossway of their hidden agenda that they like, I hate you because my parents broke up. They put it back on. Got that heat on, don't you?
Not a step here like, your mama was holding
No.
She was out here in these streets. That's why they ain't together. That's why I don't think you should be saying that.
Right. Not to the child.
I don't know. Somebody out there saying that.
No,
though.
right.
You know somebody has no filter.
You are the victim towards the child feeling some type of way because of their parents are not together. And
right.
Then you got to make that.
Then
you gotta make a tough decision
y'all need to get
on should I continue this relationship stepping forward or should I just be like I'm gonna do what I'm doing, step back.
Therapy. Just go to therapy before you even think about or talk to somebody. Have your child talk to somebody to help them navigate, the divorce or the separation before you even try to add somebody else. Why are we constantly adding other people in your whole situation with your baby mama, baby daddy, ex-husband, ex-wife not even together? Your child is suffering. Y'all confusing the child. The child think y'all together. Y'all not together. Y'all adding more people in the mix. Y'all need to work that out first before you start adding somebody else into the mix because that's very unfair to that other person.
So what are the negative things of being involved or stepping forward?
Stepping forward... You putting in all of your hard effort and work, plan and stuff. You may plan a day where you do your daughter's nails and toes, and then your stepdaughter. We'll just say daughter because I don't think you paint your stepson's nails. But you plan something and you want them to be involved. You want them. Next thing you know, it was a problem with polishing their nails.
Right.
It was a problem because that's
doing hair.
Taking them to the movies, right? Picking up clothes, outfits. I mean, when you get to the point where it's every single solitary thing that you're doing is just wrong to the other parent or the outside sources, entities, just remove yourself. Let them do it all. Let them, if you leave your child and let your child come up here with their hair, it'll just still be looking like that. Because it's a problem when I do it. It's a problem when I paint nails. Now all of a sudden they biting their toes and stuff. Like they biting their toenails. Nobody ever seen them bite their toenails. But for some reason, when that time you painted their toenails, they start biting it, So, I mean, just coming up with stuff that's just, come on now. When it gets to that point where people have to make up lies and, doing all of that, just step back and let that be what it is. Because at that point, when you step back, you can't really get blamed for nothing at that point. Because all of that stuff you was getting blamed for, the child was like this because the child is coming over and they said this and that. You didn't step back. You don't even have nothing to do with it. But for some reason, you probably still will get blamed for something, even with stepping back. So, I'm just telling people.
So what is the risk of stepping back?
The risk?
Right. What are some of the risks of stepping back?
I mean, the risk is still being blamed. Not having much of a relationship with your stepchild. That's the risk. Because you didn't step back and you're not really, trying to. Yeah, exactly. You're not really building a relationship with them. That's a risk.
It might put in, I don't want to say detention, but that's not the word. I'm thinking of a word I can't. Tension, but it was another word. But putting tension between you and your spouse.
All right.
That could be another risk of stepping back.
Well, there didn't just be tension.
What's some other risk?
It'll just be some tension.
Stepping back from your or distancing yourself from your stepchild.
I think that's about it. I mean, I think the biggest thing is too, like, it may damage your marriage in a certain way because, again, they may not want you to step back. They may say, we got to keep fighting. When you the only one being affected by the fight. Like, you getting beat up and they over there like, everything good. We just doing good, and they're not in your shoes. They're not experiencing and going through what you're going through. So once you step back again, it may be damaging to the marriage and damaging to the relationship with the child.
And the child might hate you. Yeah.
The child probably hated you from the beginning anyway. So it doesn't even really matter at this point. This is why I said y'all need to be getting therapy for that child. If the child is walking around hating people at a young age, you need to have therapy for that child.
Right.
Because your children shouldn't have hate in their heart at a young age, walking around hating people. That's just abnormal. That shouldn't be. So why would you want to bring somebody in to your life if you know your child is going through whatever, if you want to call it mental, emotional, physical, whatever type of issues that they going through? Don't add somebody else to that.
So what is another risk I would say is never being truly a family dynamic. Because going out to family vacation, if that partner say I'm stepping back, I'm not including myself. I don't want to be involved when your child is there.
Wait, I'm just laughing at you.
I knew you was about to laugh.
I'm laughing because it's not gonna realistically go like that. It's like that child just ain't coming. I'm going. Like I don't know what you talking about. Like I guess your child ain't gonna be going. You know. No, it is somebody out there to say that though. But I get what you're saying.
Secret time when the child not there, then let's go now. Like planning a vacation when the child is not there because
that could also be a thing.
Don't want to be.
Or not watching the child, because once you step back,
stepping back,
how is the child going to be over your house like that if you didn't step back and the parent has to work? Who gonna watch the child?
Right.
You didn't step completely back, so you're not involved at all, and now the child don't come over like that because who's going to watch the child while the other parent is at work?
Right. Because it's always a way. It's always something that you could get blamed. The step parent could be blamed for any injury, the child not being fed, child maybe wanted some water, and then they was denied water because of the step parent, or whatever the case may be.
Those are some dangerous accusations. You can get your children took off of like statements like that. So right. Who's putting themselves in that position to lose their own kids? Like, I'm fighting for this relationship between me and my stepchild. Now, DCFS or whoever then took all of the kids. Like, off of something that wasn't true. No.
So these are some examples. Some things. We're talking about the two examples of stepping forward or stepping back.
We barely hit on stepping forward. We like, step back, y'all. Get out of there.
No. Step back. But what would y'all do?
Yeah.
What would y'all do as a step parent? Please, step parents. I shouldn't, if you're not a parent, you can't comment, but we would like to hear from the step parents that's going through.
Okay, I want to say something about stepping forward because we didn't really touch on that. Like, I talked a lot about stepping back because that was my experience. That's what I had to do. But I think it's so wonderful when parents, like step parents, step up when it's a healthy environment there. When there is no outside entity that has some type of influence on a relationship that you all have. And stepping up is so many benefits to that because, it's that bond that you would want all of you all to have as a family,
So they can see you truly love them.
Yes, correct. And it's so beautiful because you have that with my children. And, it's just so wonderful to see, like I would love for everyone to step forward and have that genuine, nothing was forced. There was nobody from the outside that to come in and influence and say, oh, that ain't your real daddy, or nobody ever did that. And if they tried to do it, you know what I mean? I would have had to be hands-on again. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, it is beautiful to see. So when people say, I have a beautiful story, I disagree. I understand that aspect of when people disagree when we talk about, the negative sides of being a blended family. Because we also have so many positive things on your side with you and my children. It's beautiful.
Right. We appreciate y'all sticking around this long. We thank y'all so much for our blended people out, our step parents out there. Rule. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We praying for y'all. We praying that y'all can really, that y'all can be a union together in y'all marriage. Even though whatever the outside world may say or whatever is going on with the children, we pray everything works out for y'all. Mm-hmm. Just too, let us know your experience again in the comments down below. Right. If this was helpful or you believe somebody needs to hear, or watch this video, listen to this podcast, share it with them. That will help us with the growth of our channel. Okay. Is there anything you want to add?
No, I just appreciate people. I appreciate all of the beautiful comments you all comment. I'm not really on social media like that. I am. Okay, why would you fart that loud like that?
I didn't think that was that loud.
That was.
Well, I'm sorry.
And you lifted your leg up. That's
First of all, I don't want to look.
Yes, you did. You looked like couldn't nobody see you or hear you. Like,
well, I wasn't gonna put that clip.
No, Will's going in and out. No, will you be telling me? No. Put it in there. Put it in there. You want to be nasty.
The camera was gonna be on you, not me.
Okay, well, it was gonna be on you and not me. They still was gonna hear my comment.
All right.
You talking about excuse you? Now I gotta sit in here and smell it.
You ready to wrap this up?
I thought we done.
Well, we had technical difficulties.
No, we already.
All right.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Peace. Thank y'all so much for
Don't
watching us and joining us.
No.
We thank y'all so much. Peace.
Marriage is not a game.